Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm at a different location today and I'm shooting this Radical AR pistol. It's got a 7.5-inch barrel. I've done a prior review on this. I did have some issues in the past as far as the rifle's reliability. I did have to send it into for repair. And I covered that in the prior video, so I won't go into this. What I want to talk about is the accuracy of this 7.5-inch barrel. The last time I did a review, I basically said it was a 75-yard rifle, and I was shooting at an 11 by 8-inch paper. That's what I usually use as my test. Today I'm using a different target, a round target that's 12. Basically, it's 12 inches from here to here, and then if you include that, it's 16 inches. Okay, now there's a lot of empty space over here, so it's a little hard to. It's pretty easy to miss through these holes. So we can pretty much call this a 12-inch target. So at 110 yards, and I used 110 yards because that's what I've been shooting at the past. So I'm using that for consistency's sake. I'm getting 8 out of 10 hits. Okay, and that's with a red dot. So 110 yards with a 7.5-inch barrel, 8 out of 10 hits. I think that's pretty good. So I feel pretty comfortable, in saying that the 7.5-inch barrel, is pretty decent as a certainly as a 100-yard pistol or SBR, or however you want to, whatever your particular configuration is, whether you have a brace on it or whether you have a stock on it. I'm comfortable calling this a 110-yard rifle. So I wanted to make that update from a prior video that I had done. But if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it. If you're not a member of the channel, subscribe. Talk to you guys next time. Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm back at my regular shooting spot, and I wanted to shoot this Radical 7.5-inch rifle. It's got a 7.5-inch barrel. I wanted to, get some shots on paper and see what type of a grouping I got, because at a different location where I was, I was very pleasantly surprised when I shot this rifle a year ago and tested it for accuracy. I was getting about 6 inches at 75 yards, and at 110 yards, I really couldn't. I was having a hard time just getting on the paper. I was maybe getting 1 or 2 hits out of 6. And they were like here and maybe up there. So last time I reviewed this rifle, I called it a 75-yard rifle. Today I took it out at 100. I just took it out to 105 yards. I shot a couple of groups, and I'm typically getting about 6 inches. Okay? There's about a 6-inch grouping here. I did shoot some groupings which had nice tight clusters. I actually had I had one where I had a 3-inch cluster. And then one was like way off, so that happened. So, but I'm definitely consistently shooting within 6 inches at the 105 yards that I tested this out, just a little while ago, which is a big improvement from the last time I shot this. Which, again, like I said, I was shooting this grouping at 75 yards as opposed to 105 that I just shot it. And I know it's not because of me, because I've been shooting other rifles as well. And my accuracy has not improved. Okay, a year ago, last time I tested this, I was when I was shooting like mil spec, like palmettos, I was getting between 2 and 3 inch groupings. Same thing with the Smith & Wesson AR. I get between 2 and 3 inches. With my Ruger MPR, when I shoot that at 200 yards, I get a 1.5-inch grouping, which comes in at about 0.75. So that was a year ago, which is the last time I tested this for accuracy. So I have not improved. I'm still shooting the same. So I don't know what's happened to slightly improve the accuracy on this. I'm wondering maybe it's the temperature. I think the last few times I shot this for accuracy, I was shooting it in colder weather. Now I would expect the colder weather to shift the grouping. I wouldn't expect it to change the size of the grouping. But You know, I mean, that's what I think. That's what I've seen. Because I shoot summer and winter. So again, I'm not sure what has caused an increase in the accuracy. I mean, I've got a Bushnell on this. And I've tried this rifle with a couple of different scopes. I've had magnification scopes on this. I've tried a few different scopes. They don't seem to make that much of a difference. Even when I had a magnification scope up, I was still shooting about the same. So, and the reason why I have a Bushnell on this is because, for the accuracy that I'm getting, I did not think that this rifle was worthy of a better scope. So that's why I just keep a Bushnell on this. But I'm very happy. I mean, basically, I'm shooting. This is now a 100-yard rifle. Or SBR or AR pistol, whatever you want to call it. So the last time I reviewed it, I called it a 75-yard rifle. Now it's a 100-yard rifle. You might be able to push it a little bit beyond that, but I wouldn't go too far with that because, with the 6-inch grouping, basically with a 6 MOA. If you shoot this at let's say 200 yards, it's gonna open up to, it's gonna get pretty wide. Okay, so I would call this a 100-yard rifle. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.